Hello everyone and welcome to Stan the Wine Man TV. I am your host, Stan Rattan, and this is the Blue Collar Wine Show where I help you spend your wine dollars wisely. In part one of Convergence Zone Cellars, remember I tried the white wines? Well, now we're going to try the reds. And I didn't want you to bear through 5 wines, so I shot this in 2 parts. I'm sure you appreciate that a lot. Just saying. Now I really like the whites. They had a Chenin Blanc and a Pinot Gris, and I liked them both. They're both B+ wines. That's very cool. Glad I'm discovering these guys. Now we're going to get into the reds, so I'm very excited to do that. Let's get started. Remember, they're out of North Bend. They've gotten some ups in the Seattle Times, and the Seattle Times said this is a winery that sources really good fruit. They don't have their own vineyards, but they know how to source good fruit. Well, we had a Ciel de Cheval Pinot Gris. That's a great vineyard up in Red Mountain, and it was a good Pinot Gris. Remember, it was 12% alcohol. That was pretty cool. Once again, I don't get into the alcohol thing really that much. It doesn't matter to me. We talked a little bit about the legs. But this is the non-vintage Mistral Convergence Zone Cellars, Mistral Grenache, Red Mountain, Ciel de Cheval Vineyard. Just what we were talking about. And the Grenache rolls in at... Mistral, is that what I said? Yeah, Mistral Red rolls in at $32. I can't write on the back of these bottles. Sorry, guys. They are clear. Those really cool. You can see, just it's a cool. This is a cool label. $32. Okay, so we're not talking chump change here. I love Grenache, and I've said it many times. Washington does a lot of varietals really well, and Grenache is one of them. They call it Garnacha in Spain, so if you ever see in the Spanish section in the store and you see Garnacha, it's Grenache. Used heavily in the Rhone Valley, blended with their Côte de Rhône and their Chateauneuf du Pape. Let's see what we get on the nose. Oh, love the nose. Meat marinade came to my mind right off the bat. Meat marinade. I'm getting bark, tobacco, a little bit of blackberry, kind of boysenberry coming through. I'm even getting a slight orange zest note right on the back on the aroma. So let's see what we get on the palate. Okay, guys, 15.2% alcohol. Get a little bit of the burn, a little bit, but this is solid Grenache. I'm just saying, I'm excited about this Grenache. I mean, this has got ripe strawberries, boysenberry, blackberry, a little bit of cherry coming through on the palate. I get some licorice at the backside, and loads of white pepper, which I love about Grenache. Grenache can be very spicy. If you're a big Grenache fan, you know what I mean. Some of the Garnacha from Spain are super spicy. Not all Grenache can be spicy, but I like it when they nail it with that spicy white pepper things that come out of Grenache, which makes it really good with lamb, really good with peppered steak, things like that. Now, there's not a lot of tannins on this wine. Very soft, but it would stand up because of that spice. I think it would stand up to a lot of. It would stand up to meat. Tobacco and some dried bark notes come on the mid palate. Yeah, I get that kind of meat marinade thing that comes through, almost like a charred meat marinade, like it's already been cooked. You know how you kind of burn a steak that has some meat marinade on it? That's what I'm getting on the palate. It's just that nice char. I'm excited about this Grenache. I really am. I mean, even for $32, I say even then. I mean, there's some Grenache out there from Washington State that goes in the close to $50 range, so this is not bad. Good complexity, a little warm going down, as you would expect with that 15% alcohol. I just think it has a nice balance. Solid food wine, definitely food wine. But I like that tobacco just kind of really takes over on the backside, big time. I'm digging this wine. I'm impressed. I really am. Convergence Zone Cellars. So far, so good. I'm going to go A- on that. I would give it a straight up A. Little heat going down. That would bother some people. It doesn't bother me, but I think it's an A- wine. It's got solid complexity, good integration, definitely that spiciness that you would expect. It's very varietally correct. I'm liking it. Let's move on. Oh, left to right. Most people go right to left. I go left to right sometimes. This is the 2016 Convergence Zone Cellars Virga GSM. Now, GSM is a term we hear a lot. It means Grenache, Syrah, Mourvedre. GSM blends are very popular right now. They're really big in the wine world. A lot of people are looking for them. There's several out there. Of course, most Côte d'Aron wines are GSM blends. Just saying. This is now. Hats off to Convergence Zone Cellars for putting the percentages on the back. This is 65% Syrah, 29% Mourvedre, and 6% Grenache. And this is from the Columbia Valley. So, they don't give any particular vineyards. Well, that's probably because they source them from several different vineyards, all of these grapes. Convergence Zone Cellars. I'm stoked so far. The GSM, predominantly Syrah. And you know how I feel about Syrah from Washington. I think it's awesome. Most, not all, of course. Most Syrah from Washington is really, really good. Let's see what we get on the nose. I get a little black plum and boysenberry, which I find kind of curious. There's a little bit of red fruit coming to it as well. It's burning my nose hairs. I'm just curious. 14.5, so that's not out of hand. Could be just me, you know. Who knows? And licorice. Definitely licorice. I knew there was something there. I just wasn't nailing it. It's definitely licorice. Let's see what we get on the palate. That's solid. Damn. I mean, if you count the whites and these two, 4 in a row. I mean, this is a solid wine. I get the boysenberry and plum right off the bat. A little bit of spice on the back end, which I'm not surprised. And even with 6% Grenache, you're going to get the spice, because that Grenache that I tasted just not too long ago was very spicy. So that kind of lingers on the backside. Licorice kind of comes through at the back of the mid palate into the finish. Sturdy tannins, but they're very approachable. I wouldn't call it, yeah, they're softer, but they're there. Very structured, good integration, nice balance, delicious wine. This is a very, very solid Syrah, a GSM blend, excuse me. And the finish is still there. It is hanging on my palate. And I even get a little bit of a blueberry component coming through right on the very back of the finish. Yeah, in fact, blueberry big time on the mid palate, just kind of on the high tone. Has a real nice high tone to it. The acidity is there, but it's very well integrated. You wouldn't consider this an acidic wine, but it's there. Solid food wine for sure. I like the way they make their wines. They're very drinkable all by themselves, but this is a solid food wine. I'd have this with a blue cheese hamburger any day of the week. It'd be perfect. Just saying. Or portobello, put a little portobello mushroom hamburger. I mean, come on. It's awesome. I'm gonna go A on that wine. I just think it's an A1. What did I say it was going for? Did I tell you the price? Did I even show you the label? I got so excited. Yeah, 2016 Virga, Columbia Valley. The Virga is, come on. Well, I guess I don't have it. Oh yeah, $33. Show you the label. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes I just get going and I forget to do the essentials, right? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Silly good, silly good. Let's move on. 2016 Squall Line Cabernet Sauvignon, Horseheaven Hills, Finney Hill Vineyard. Convergence Zone, and it rolls in at Squall Line, about $35. Well, you can get it at Total Wine for $33.49. So they deliver it to Total Wine, probably near their winery. I'm going to have to get my hands on some of these guys. If you're watching this, Convergence Zone Cellars, if you see this video, which I hope you do because I'm going to tag you in it. In fact, I'll put a link to your winery on it. I have to. This is their Cabernet Sauvignon, Finney Hill Vineyards. It wasn't on their website. I had to look it up. So I don't know, maybe it's a small production. They don't say anything about the production, do they? I got to find out some more about these guys. 96 cases produced. Yeah, good luck getting that one. Let's see what we get on the nose. So I'd suggest looking these guys up. I mean, really. I'll put the link down below on my my video just so you can see it and you can look them up. Let's see what we get on the nose. Oh, asparagus, green bell pepper. A little bit of lettuce coming through on the nose. Definitely a licorice component and currants, but the predominant part of the nose on this one is the veggies. Just saying. The currants are underneath, you know, they're just lying. I don't know why I even care about the alcohol in these, but I'm just curious. 14.4. I like the licorice component coming through. Let's see what we get on the palate. Lots of currants. Currant fruit is dominant on this one with underlying licorice, red flowers, like wilted red flowers, and just a touch, just a skosh of the green, the pyrazines that you saw on the nose, that I got on the nose. So, very balanced Cabernet Sauvignon. Again, lighter tannins on this one. Sometimes Cab can have stronger tannins. This one does not. They're very soft tannins for a Cab, the same. In fact, the tannins are a little bit sweet, but not entirely. It finishes dry. Good balance, good structure. I wouldn't age this one very long. Maybe 5 years, maybe 3 to 4 would be safer. It's a good Cab. This is like I would call this a beginner's Cab. Like if you, let's say you're going for your first Cabernet Sauvignon, and you'd say, well, why don't you try the Convergence Zone Cellars? And I would say, yeah, try that one. It even has a little bit of a spiciness on the backside, which I like. But you could drink this wine. They might smell and go, ooh, it smells a little bit like a salad with asparagus in it, a little bit of green bell pepper. But on the palate, it's just easy to drink. It really is. It's very easy to drink. Getting a little tobacco on the backside. Solid wine, lighter than the other two, which is surprising for a Cab, but I like it. I'm going to go B+ on this. A little less than the other two, but still very solid. Very solid winery. I'll put the link on here if you're interested in their wines. Look them up. I'm going to, of course, contact them and see if I can get them at the store, but really like them. Thanks for taking a little bit of time out of your day to watch. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks to my subscribers. They're growing. I like that. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. You keep watching, and I'll keep helping you spend your wine dollars wisely.